I'm sorry. This might be controversial and might freak a lot of people out. I hate steak.
No, I hate steak too. Wow, that is something that we bond over.
People like fucking cream their jeans for steak, and I'm like, no, thank you. Like ground up into a burger.
Yeah,
totally the most delicious thing I could ever
imagine. People were like,
imagine.
"Oh, I just want a big steak."
And I'm just like, you're sick.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Hannibal Lecter. Like,
literally,
get yourself checked
give me the
out.
bloodiest steak. I'm like, no. Oh no. Greg, I thought this was a duet. Oh, so you're just gonna sing all the parts? Those are not the right sounds. Can you hear me? Bonk.
Welcome to Miss Thing. I'm Greg.
And I'm Tim. And this is a podcast that celebrates and appreciates the missed things of the past, present, and future.
Yeah, in every episode, we take a key moment from our Miss Thing's storied career and do what we do best, which is make it all about us.
And I am going to jump right in.
Oh, please.
Because as much
Water's warm.
The water is warm, and as much as things change, some things stay the same.
Sure.
And what I need to talk about on this pod is something that we talked about. I can't remember if it was our first episode, definitely in one of our first 3 episodes.
Well, then we are in dangerous territory because there is a very good chance that I will not remember what you're talking about.
You will.
Okay.
Which is, I am obsessed with Demi Lovato's new song, Fast. And literally, I think it's a complete, a redo of Body Say, the song that I was obsessed with.
Oh.
In the sense that I am like, this is the song of the summer. And that I thought that was the song of the summer in 2015.
Yeah.
Now a full 10 years later, 2025, I'm now like, let's make this happen. And I don't, in the same way, don't think anyone else cares. It's just me.
Yeah, listen, this song's been out for about a month, and I've heard peeps. I've seen, a visual here and there. Haven't heard it in its entirety yet. That being said, I do love Demi Lovato. I support her in every way.
It makes me like, I never want to be in like an EDM-y club, like doing drugs like that.
I don't think anyone wants you in the EDM.
No one
club.
wants me, but this song makes me want to just be up to like 5 a.m, be under the influence of whatever someone puts in my palm.
Okay.
And not go to bed.
I love Demi. I completely support her. I've been praying for this moment, for like a big, successful song ever since her last greatest moment, which was when she was singing Skyscraper to a Ghost on that reality television show.
Or when famously one of my favorite stories of yours, when she sang Heart Attack at a women's heart
at a women's heart health convention.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was an interesting moment in her career. A bit on the nose, nose, but Demi Lovato is nothing if not subtle. That was a real, there's a lot of negatives and there was like a quadruple. Nothing if not subtle.
But I also feel like she's like, I'm excited for this new album when she does drop it, because it feels like, one, she's, not that it matters, but she looks so good.
She does look incredible. And also, I'm not sure if you've noticed, because I think I'm a little more like online than you on TikTok, but she's been really like going for TikTok, and she's been doing a lot of like lip syncing to like funny quotes and stuff. So I feel like she's really trying to like, she's really trying to become like a pop culture moment again.
Well, this is going to be my last thing on this is like, this is obviously going to be added to the Sexed playlist.
Okay.
To the chagrin of whoever.
Sure. I would like to just take a peek at the playlist. I don't want you to send it to me.
No. This is a new one. This is a new one. This is track 1. And I'll slowly add to it.
But Body Say is still, of course, going to be on that
Body Say
one.
will always be like, when like on Spotify, when you like finish and then it like just like there's like based off of this off of this playlist we're recommending
you'll keep going with that.
Spotify will recommend.
I also do, not to sort of throw you under such a bus and also to dox you right on our podcast on camera on audio. But you also, I remember you thinking the Adele song I Miss You was like the most sexual.
Oh my god. This is so funny.
I miss you. It's so like slow and honky.
Which is so funny because I was just making fun of that guy who put on the Adele 21, but I was hooking up with him.
Yeah, so, I mean, people in glass houses. Lily Sobieski, Future, Miss Thing.
Truly,
Lily Sobieski,
Glass House, greatest movie of all time.
Right.
You're right. I'm going to add track 2, I Miss You, Adele.
Track 3, Body Say.
Body Say. Okay, I've got 3 tracks for the sex playlist.
Yeah, you're really, Sex Playlist 2025.
2025.
Okay, I can't wait to see what else goes on the list. We will keep you posted, Gennifertias. Speaking of Demi Lovato, of Disney stars.
Yes.
You and I were lucky enough to go to a screening last weekend of Freakier Friday, another incredible movie. It's been quite a summer at the cinemas, let's just say that.
So good.
But I've been really thinking about this, and I've been really wanting to bring it to the podcast.
Okay.
If you could Freaky Friday with anyone, who would it be?
Like famous or just IRL?
Whoever. I mean, ideally famous, I think, for the Gennifertias, so they know who we're talking about. Although we do have a lot of people.
Beyonce, period.
Okay. Can you go into more detail?
I mean, just to be like the coolest woman in the world with the most talent. You can sing, you can dance, you're stunning, you're also nice, you have $1 billion. Yeah. I'll probably be on a yacht.
Okay, I see that, I hear that, and I agree with that. But also, do you feel like maybe that's going to be like a little bit too hard of work? Like, you're like real. Is Beyonce famous, but famous workhorse as well?
Oh,
so I feel like if you're Freaky Friday with someone, like, do you really want to be like put in that position? you performing the Cowboy Carter tour front to back. You just show you like Freaky Friday, and then you're on stage, like you're about to go on to do the 3-hour Cowboy Carter tour. Tim Zintek in Beyonce's body.
Well, maybe like. Maybe when it's like rehearsals, do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So it's just like okay, so maybe I would Freaky Friday with someone who's like retired.
Yeah. I just sorry to poke holes in your like idea here.
But the thing is, even for a day, I think I would obviously then I'd have to get back to my body.
Yeah.
And then the great part about it, no, I actually stand by it because follow this logic.
Okay.
I'm Beyonce.
I will do my best.
I then go to this apartment because I know obviously where I live.
Sure.
So then I'm like, I need to get Beyonce's in my apartment. So she's in my body.
Right.
So then and then I get to perform Cowboy Carter. Beyonce performs Cowboy Carter in my body. So then, like, I go up, and then everyone gets mad at me, but then they're like, whoa, look at those moves.
Oh.
And look at that voice.
Oh, yeah, like Jamie Lee Curtis style.
Exactly.
Yeah, Beyonce, like, in your Jamie Lee Curtis ass body.
Yeah, exactly.
Cowboy Carter.
And they're like, who is this person?
They're like, this is kind of...
crazy. And then I get canceled because I'm like, a white person should be doing that.
Like, this is not for you to be doing. I'm sure there's...
And then it's like, no, I'm Beyonce.
Yeah, there's plenty of white gays who've tried to do that before. Yeah. Okay, all right. We'll keep thinking about that for you.
The question right back to you. Who would you Freaky Friday with?
Andy Cohen.
Okay, why?
Because the opportunity to talk about housewives all day and get paid to do so is really appealing to me. Because, honey, I've been doing that work pro bono for a decade, for well over a decade.
But then you're also like stuck with the fact that you're friends with John Mayer.
Right. Look, every Freaky Friday has its cost.
Yeah. And that's something I'm not willing to do.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry not to come for John Mayer, but that's just not something I'm currently interested in.
No, I think no one's... I'm barely sure Andy's interested in it anymore. That being said, there's also a second, Elsa Pataky, who's Chris Hemsworth's wife.
That is So that is the one.
Yeah, who's also like, if you real Gennifertias know, she also, prior to being married to Chris Hemsworth, she was engaged to Adrian Brody, who bought her a castle and did an entire photo shoot. So I would just let you.
I didn't know that.
Elsa Pataky. So I need to like
what
Freaky
skills
Friday
and talents does that woman have in the bedroom? She should be teaching classes.
Well, exactly. I'm sort of wanting to like live in that body for like a few days, get like a sort of 365D experience about like what's going on there.
Yeah.
And maybe, who knows, maybe I won't unfreak that Friday.
Wait, that's
I like dispose of my body.
That's the best answer.
Okay.
To be like on the receiving end of Chris Hemsworth. Oh my gosh. Okay.
No further questions at this time.
And then there's nowhere to go. But
to Don Sauce. Yeah. AKA Doll of the Day, Mother of the Moment, Sister of the Second. Our first
and most famous
segment where we take a person, place, or thing that we are currently super obsessed with.
Yes.
Tim, I think you should go first.
I mean, we kind of already like went in, but there's so many things to talk about.
Too much. Really, this is a very packed August.
It is, and because I'm going to do like a mini Dad Mom Sauce before I do my real one, which is I just watched the Gilded Age finale.
Yeah,
I know I talked about it. It is so, honestly, everyone do yourself a favor, catch up. It's so fun. It's like exactly what you want. Julian Fellows is firing on all cylinders at 75.
Always has and always will. Yeah, Julian Fellows, another person I'd be willing to sort of Freaky Friday with. But again, I feel like he works a lot.
Yeah, you're right. You chose right with yours.
Sure.
But it's just that one. I'm just like, it is such good, like light drama.
Yeah.
You know, and for you, my pitch, even though you're already on board, it's just like the Housewives in the 1880s, but with really good actresses. Carrie Coon. We already did her as part of a trio.
Yeah.
But she needs her own episode.
Oh, of course. I mean, we ride so hard for leftovers on this podcast.
Okay, actually, that's so funny. Right before I went to bed last night, I was like, I literally like couldn't fall asleep for a second, and then I was like, I'm gonna text Greg, but it was too late. Where I was like, if Greg hasn't watched The Leftovers, he needs to watch it. And then I was like, either it's his entire personality and then I was like, I think he's seen it.
No, Leftovers is maybe my favorite drama of all time. Now 6 Feet Under has come in from the side.
Yeah. I mean, Leftover. And then I was like, wait, I think it's actually his favorite show. I just couldn't remember. I just associate you with it.
Well, never forget the time that one of the executive producers from The Leftovers came in to pitch something at CBS.
What? Yeah.
Like, the weekend after I had discovered it, and I watched the entire first season in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And I told her that. I said, I don't normally do this, but like I just watched all of season 1 of The Leftovers this last weekend. And she goes, oh, that's dark. And then she went into the room. I'll never forget it. But it's like, okay. Yeah. I mean, I thought you'd have the same confidence that I did in your show. She did, but as famously, season 1 of The Leftovers is really heavy.
I can't even imagine like working on The Leftovers, because to put yourself in that heavy of a space for
I'd
that
cry
long.
all day.
Yeah.
I'd cry all day.
Truly. I'd still be crying. Okay, but sorry. So my real Dad Mom Sauce is, and this is not going to be a surprise to most people, but Life of a Showgirl. Taylor Swift. But this is what I'm so obsessed with, the fact that there's a countdown just for the release of the title. And at time of release, or at time of us filming this, we're right about to get her on the podcast with Travis.
Yeah.
So we don't even know the details.
We're their second stop.
We're the second stop.
Yeah, after the first announcement.
But I'm just obsessed with everything about the fact, one, the title, and also I already texted you this, but famously, I can't remember if I've said this on the pod before. I'm just referencing a lot of past episodes.
Yeah, we're doing a deep dive through the Miss Thing history.
Good catch up. But I famously was told by a psychic, Pam, the best psychic in the world.
That's a really good psychic name.
Yes, Pam. It is. That I used to be a showgirl in the 1930s, and that I died by 39 because I OD'd. And I OD'd because I was always on the end of the stage. I wasn't center stage showgirl. And so I was always jealous. And so I turned to the booze. and pills. And then this life that I'm living right now is like me fulfilling the life of a showgirl. So really, this album of Taylor's is, again, talk about making about myself.
Yeah, destiny fulfilled.
Destiny fulfilled. This album is for me. And it's going to be an album of all Max Martin songs and no Jack Antonoff, which I love Jack Antonoff, but I'm happy that she's going back to her roots.
I think it's time she moved away from Jack Antonoff. As much as and by the way, no hate to Jack Antonoff. I think he's really helped shepherd in some amazing sounds for some of our main girls. I'd also love to see Lana do an album, without him.
I know. When is that album dropping?
I don't know. It keeps moving, but we will obviously be covering that on the pod as well as Taylor Swift. Hopefully I will get past the sixth song, as I tend to only listen to the first 6 songs on her albums. Listen, I like the name as a showman myself.
Of course.
I'm intrigued. I'd like to see her take on Showgirl. She's certainly very sparkly dress.
And I mean, for her to be so famous that she is taking famously, I'm so sorry to this color, but the ugliest color. Orange.
I mean, 2 months ahead of Halloween.
2 months ahead. And also when we currently have an orange president, to be reclaiming that and make it popular.
Honestly, the orange, referring to him as orange has not really made me laugh in a while. But that just took me by surprise. We got very political on the podcast today.
But that is something where I'm like, let's give it to Taylor. Let's give that color to her.
I love, I'm liking that. Taylor reclaiming the orange from the orange Cheeto at the White House. With his nasty orange fingers.
Exactly.
Dirtying up the walls.
Gross. But, what it is time for.
My Dad Mom sauce, obviously. I've been sitting here just
waiting,
sort of blankly listening to you speak so we can get to mine. Oh, of course. Yeah. Taylor reference. I know that, of course. My Dad Mom sauce this week. I feel like I'm a broken record. I've been really recommending a lot of movies lately, probably because I've been on A-list and sort of seeing everything. But I have got to come on this podcast and talk about weapons.
Yeah.
I am not going to give anything away completely spoiler free because I think you have to go in totally blind. Gennifertias, if you have not seen this movie.
Some things have been spoiled. I just have seen images of a woman. That's it. And you can't avoid it.
Well, that's why I went night one, because I had I had a feeling.
Yeah.
The buzz was so big. Yeah. I had a feeling that people would just completely, I would see things and it would.
Yeah.
That being said,
I still don't know anything about. I just now know that the internet is making some woman miss thing.
Well, yeah.
And I don't know who or how she relates to the story, and it's making me want to see it more. But I will stop talking because.
Well, if you have seen that woman, I did want to say there is a character in the movie. Not saying it's that woman or not. The character's name is Gladys. And I will say she is so you. Emotionally, spiritually, personality-wise, and most importantly, visually.
Well, I have seen the visuals, and I know that she now, because it's such a hit, they want to give her a prequel. So if you want to call me Gladys and give me my own movie, well then, call me Gladys.
Girl, I am ready for everything Gladys has got to give. Yeah. This movie is... it's one of the most fun theatrical experiences I've had in years. Barring Naked Gun and all the laughter in the theater, it's so scary. It's so shocking. I've been on you to go see it.
Greg is sort of being the epitome of Greg, which is every day he texts me you have to see Weapons. It is so good. I'm not going to tell you a single thing about it, but it is so good. And then every time you kind of give a little bit more of the morsel of what it is.
No, I'm really not going to spoil because I want you to be surprised. What I loved most about this movie, the amount of times the entire theater let out a gay gasp. The entire theater, gays, straights, everyone was doing gay gasp, going so many times.
Yeah.
I'm not like a big jump scare person. I never am. I actually like whenever I'm watching a scary movie, I'm like, no, please don't be jump scare. And like while it has like scares and imagery like that, like it still feels so manageable.
Okay.
It's
That's good.
funny, it's scary, and it's like looking at it all together. It's not reinventing any sort of wheels, but the way this movie is made, the way the story is told, it's like David Fincher style. It keeps you so gripped. It's so well written. Julia Garner, last week's Miss Thing. I had not seen this movie prior to recording. Holy shit. Fucking superstar.
I love that. I need to see it.
You need
There's
to see
too much
it.
good content.
I would say you need to prioritize it. And Freaky Friday and Naked Gun, these are my favorite movies all year.
Freaky Friday, we didn't get into it. We also, when we did 2 episodes devoted to it, we saw it last Friday. And it is
Boys' Night.
Not only was it Boys' Night, true Boys' Night. Not only does it live up to the original, it like completely matches it. The tone, the acting, the new characters, the like fun. It feels so fresh in 2025, but so reverent, but not so reverent that it just feels like this like kind of stiff homage where you're kind of like, yeah, but like why? What is the reason for telling this story?
Right.
Lindsay Lohan is effervescent. Jamie Lee Curtis is hysterical.
So funny. Her greatest role, I think.
Truly greatest.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if you're listening to this podcast, like you're all about seeing Freaky Friday and you've probably already seen it. But like, I thought it was not cheesy at all. It was really laugh out loud, clever and funny and totally worth it.
Hits you in the feels too. Like it is truly like repeat viewing. I know friends actually who have gone already multiple times.
Love it.
And we're going to go right now on our break and then come back.
Sure. We're back. And it's time for our Miss Thing of the Week.
I have been waiting to do this Miss Thing since the very first episode. This is easily like top 3 Miss Things for me.
Yeah, this one is legendary. This one's a big one for both of us.
Okay, to get right into it.
Our Miss Thing this week is Kate Winslet.
Truly, like, she is like half of my body. She is so central to like my becoming.
That sent a chill down my spine. That is beautiful.
Well, it's true. It's literally like I can remember vividly being 7 in the theaters and seeing Titanic and being like, who is this woman? Who are those? Those breasts? I'm straight.
Me, and I can remember being in the theater behind you going, whose parents let this 7-year-old see this movie?
Well, my mom famously put her hands over my eyes and I peeked through the cracks of their fingers.
That was the famous thing. Yeah. That was like, I mean, the chokehold Titanic had over all of society. I mean, there were girls who were seeing it like 20 times. I wanted to be one of them.
If I was older, I would. I mean, talk about, and for me, the first time ever seeing her with that big floppy hat coming out, I mean, there's no better entrance in cinema.
And there never will be again. It doesn't look as big as the Lusitania.
I think it's Mauritania.
Why do I always say Lusitania? Anyways,
you're being more historically accurate. Oh, because Lusitania also sank. That's what you're doing,
right? Yeah. No, I'm constantly thinking about the ships that sank. I'm ship half sank.
Yeah, exactly.
Ship half whatever. Yeah. They don't all hit.
But it's literally. I mean, Titanic. Say what you will for any of the cinephiles listening. To me, it's like my favorite movie of all time.
Name a more perfect movie.
Literally, I never get sick of it. It holds up. I don't care how many times they say the names Jack and Rose in the movie. I don't care that he could have survived on the door.
I don't give a shit. That movie was the first movie poster I had.
Okay, you're being so psychic.
It was on my door. Yeah. It was the first and only movie poster I ever had. I was like so obsessed. The two of them back to back. Yeah. Like... and like sort of blended into each other, and then
talk about chemistry. There is no 2 actors that have better chemistry than those two.
I mean, yeah, and then of course we got to see it again in our another one of our favorite movies, Revolutionary Road, which is a little bit darker.
And that is famously the poster that I had. My only poster in college was Revolutionary Road.
Yeah.
It was my entire personality.
Right.
Famously, my friends who I'm still friends with will bring up how, like, for freshman year, I would like be like, "Hi, I'm Tim, and I love Revolutionary Road."
Listen, I wanted to be like that, but I also wanted to survive socially.
Yeah, I was torpedoing my career, but I loved this woman so much. April Wheeler, another part of my becoming.
She's the most watchable actress there is. Like, she's both. Kate Winslet transcends. She's so popular. I mean, she was in the biggest movie of all time. I still am going to say Titanic's the highest grossing film ever. I know it's not.
Yeah.
Because it's been surpassed.
That's kind of like me as a Chicagoan, where it's like I will always call it the Sears Tower, even though I know it's the Willis Tower now, where I'm like, no, forever. I'm so sorry. I know that there's other movies that have outgrossed it, but Titanic will always be the highest grossing movie.
It was such a true phenomenon. My Heart Will Go On was playing constantly, including like the radio edit where they had like the dialogue. I mean, most watchable actress ever, but also deep. Like, she is equal parts prestige and like box office bonanza.
There is just something about her where it's like she can literally do it all. And when we talk about accents, so many Brits come and try to do an American accent.
Tim,
she, in my opinion, has the best American accent.
Tim, I was just going to go there. There is no British actor that can do American better than Kate Winslet.
It is
modern.
Yeah.
Old.
Philly.
Okay. Yeah.
But the other thing I was going to say is, like, then it's like she's got the holiday. Like
romantic lead.
Fun, light.
Yes.
It's like she can do, and then also,
Eternal Sunshine, romantic on the complete opposite end of the spectrum.
I mean, let's get into the credits.
Yeah.
There are so
There's
many.
too many.
It's like, okay, first off, she won the Oscar for The Reader.
Which...
Yes, but in my opinion, it was a little bit like a career one, and for me, she won that for Revolutionary Road. In my opinion,
I agree. I definitely think that it was just time. Yeah. It was past time.
I mean, Sense and Sensibility, Heavenly Creatures, Iris.
Hideous Kinky.
Hideous Kinky. Yes.
She's power personified, to be honest.
Yeah.
She's got that sort of stern, but also like open, British energy, but also like, God, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. She's so versatile.
And she's funny. Her in Extras.
Oh my God. Not to mention also, speaking of Leftovers, another Tom Perrotta adaptation, Little Children, which I think is such a forgotten film in her repertoire.
So sexy.
And
Sexiest
also
film.
American, modern American. I remember watching that and being like, whoa. Like, I feel like she lives in the neighborhood.
The scene where Patrick Wilson is giving it to her in the laundry room.
Speak on that.
Is maybe the sexiest film of all. And also Patrick Wilson. Oh, so hot. And yet at the same time, he's the hottest man, and I can't take my eyes off of her. She's, to your point, endlessly watchable.
Yeah.
It's like there is something, I don't even know what I mean by this, but it's like she is a painting. It is just like, hang her up.
I don't know what that means.
What I mean by that is, like, just a still image of her, I could stare at for hours and still find new things. Like, that's how subtle and great her performance is.
She's so Mona Lisa.
So Mona Lisa, modern day
Mona Lisa. She couldn't be in Mona Lisa Smile because it would like be too much for them.
And so then instead she had to do Labor Day.
Right.
Famously, another reason why we love her is because one of the greatest traits about Kate Winslet is that she did so much press for how long she held her breath in Avatar. And then
Thank you so much for bringing this up.
And then we didn't even see it. We're about to see it in this upcoming movie.
Oh, and we haven't seen it yet?
We haven't seen it.
Well, the last one was about water, so I felt like we were going to... I was actually hoping she was in this new one. I wasn't sure.
She's in this new one.
Okay,
and so,
good. Oh, thank God. We
but
needed
I just
her.
love the idea. It's so you and I to be talking endlessly about a stunt that we do that's not even in the movie.
She's the female Tom Cruise as well.
Yeah.
She could really do nothing. Yeah, they're like, Kate, you don't need to do this. We're not showing you in the shot.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was
No,
for
that
the
was-
last movie.
no.
It was like, you literally don't see her underwater.
No. You do see her underwater, but there's no point where she needs to hold her breath and break the record.
Right.
Like at some point, and I'm not confident in this one. It could even be in the one after. You know?
Who knows? We'll be
knows?
watching. We
She
will be
also
watching.
has that-
I also don't remember like which one she is because they all do kind of look the
like,
same.
She's kind of like a matriarch.
Yeah,
of a
she like
tribe.
kind of has like she's like a little busty.
Yeah. Oh
Not
my
to
God.
be sexualizing the avatars.
Okay, well, the reason why we're doing her, I didn't even get into this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Literally. So today is a big day. I wish we were doing this earlier, but things changed around, which is Kate Winslet is going to be the guest star in my episode of Digman. Which is airing tonight. By when you are listening to this, it aired last week. You can watch Digman on Comedy Central. Unfortunately, Comedy Central has decided to make it impossible to watch Digman, which is it's not on Paramount Plus, so you have to catch it on Comedy Central.
Or on demand.
Or on demand. It reruns. You can do that.
Or buy it on iTunes.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. And this is not my story, but literally, I died and went to heaven when I realized that the guest star of the episode I wrote was going to be Kate Winslet. She read my words. There's nothing left for me to do in my life.
Well, we are doing a podcast.
Okay. Well, get her on the pod.
She
That's
is,
the next thing.
yeah, and we're out to her people. That's I mean, truly so exciting, and I mean a testament to my sister's talent. That
Thank you.
True icon, an Oscar-winning icon. Half of him. Herself would read his words and agree to be in his episode.
It is
so exciting.
I'm so excited. So yes, please, Gennifertias, please, wherever you can, watch Digman on Comedy Central on demand. Hopefully it will be on Paramount in like sooner than 10 months, but they always like release it a year later.
Yeah, but watch it now. Help the ratings and help
Thank you.
Our sister
get
out
another
here.
season. And literally unfortunately, I only saw her through a Zoom screen, but I can tell you that I did say the words to her, hi.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Well, that's a good
And
start.
she said the same thing back. And let me tell you, stunning.
Yeah.
Literally wearing no makeup. And it actually was pretty good that it was through a Zoom screen because like, I think she would have been scared by my energy. There needed to be something holding me back.
Well, I think she can diffuse. I think she can hold anyone's energy. Like she could like literally sop up like the energy from an atomic bomb.
Let's get into how we make Kate Winslet all about ourselves.
Yeah. Shall I go first?
You go first.
Okay. So listen, with Kate, I mean, I've been such a fan for so long, and there were so many roads I could go down, but I sort of am going down the most direct path. The character I relate to most is Rose DeWitt Bukater.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah. And old Rose specifically.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So this may not feel like a direct one-to-one, but follow the path here. As soon as I was thinking about like Kate and Titanic and everything, I was taken back to when I was a kid. And there was one time for like a month or two where my uncle had to move into our house. My uncle and my aunt, his wife, but it was just like a temporary stay. And we were sitting at dinner one night. And do you know this better than anyone? Like, I am by no means a picky eater.
No, you're not.
I eat everything. But I'm not like a giant. I've never really been like a giant meat eater. And particularly, I'm sorry, this might be controversial and might freak a lot of people out. I hate steak.
No, I hate steak too. wow, that is something that we bond over.
People like fucking cream their jeans for steak, and I'm like, no, thank you. Like ground up into a burger, totally the most delicious thing I could ever imagine.
People were like, oh, I just want a big steak.
And I'm just like, you're sick. Yeah. Like, okay, Hannibal Lecter. Like,
literally. Give me the bloodiest steak. I'm like, no. I'm not like on Oregon Trail right now, just like cutting up the like animal right in front of me, eating it. Listen, I do like meat, but for whatever reason, I'm never like, when someone's like, let's go to a steakhouse.
It's like, no. Yeah, like for the sides and like the onion rings.
Oh,
like,
absolutely. For the mashed potatoes. Yeah.
Yeah, never like the steak. I actually think it's like so barbaric.
And I feel like we probably just lost like so many listeners.
It's fine. Yeah. Like, no shame to people who eat steak. It's kind of gross, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But like, there's also sometimes, hey, like I'll put, if a steak is good, like I will put it away. But
sorry, this is such a tangent. I know I'm doing it. It's like I was in, LOL, this is like so I was in Brazil and they have really good steak.
Yeah.
And so like, and I went to this restaurant that like the Obamas ate at, and everyone was like, this is the best steak you will ever taste in your fucking life.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
And like, I'm not kidding you. It was like a movie where every single person put a bite of that steak in their mouth and like started orgasming. And then like I took a bite and I was literally like, okay, this is like a bite of steak. Like,
it's chewy.
Yeah, I was literally just like, I honestly feel like I'm the weirdest person in the world when I taste steak because I'm missing something.
No, I think like that's why we like gel on the couch well. Yeah. We're such an undeniable force.
We're both anemic. We don't have...
we are incredibly iron deficient. Dracula-esque. And I think the Gennifertias understand. Yeah. They get where we're coming from.
Okay, but go back to your story.
But it was like, so not only do I not love steak, but like we had a particular kind of steak like constantly in our house, like multiple times a week.
Yeah.
London broil.
Okay.
Those London broil vibes. They were not like gelling with me. So my aunt and uncle were there and we were sitting around the table and I was eating. Yeah. Like, trust me, I'm sure I ate like my sides. I'm sure I went back for seconds and thirds.
Yeah.
But that steak, especially that night, I remember it just like was not doing it for me, and I was not about to eat it. I had like 2 tiny slices of it on my plate, and I maybe took like a tiny bite out of it and was like, I'm done. So I went to go get up from the table, and for whatever reason, my aunt was having some sort of power trip that night.
No, I already know what's going to happen.
And she decided to make me sit at that table until I was done with my steak.
Can we talk about that? Should be illegal. That is a form of bullying.
It's child abuse.
To make your child, like force your child to eat something. Listen, I understand that like people need to have vegetables or whatever, but like this is something that I think people should look back on with child. Like, to this day, it is hard for me to stomach lasagna because I was forced to eat like 4 huge helpings of it.
That's crazy. And lasagna slaps.
But this is the thing. I have such a negative memory of being at a friend's house and their mom being like, you have to finish all of this. And I was just, and now it like makes me nauseous because I literally threw up because of how much this woman forced me to eat. It is bullying. Sorry, but keep going.
No, that woman needs to be in prison.
You're right.
No, and I never liked steak, and I don't know why. Like, she was just on something. She was like, "You're gonna finish that," and I was like, "Mom, Dad, like, I don't have to listen to this. Like, let me go." And they were like, "No, you're gonna stay here and you're gonna do it." And I am a very like nice, accommodating person. I feel like I'm pretty.
I haven't experienced that.
Well, in my opinion, I'm very go with the flow.
Yeah,
I'm very like open to whatever anyone suggests. But if you like try and battle me, like over something that I think is wrong, you're wasting your fucking time.
This is the Greg I know.
Yeah, I will dig my heels in when I like know I'm right. So I'm like, okay, you want to play this game? We're gonna sit here. I love it. And I just sat and I was like, she's gonna fold. Yeah. She's gonna fold. she never folded either. So we were playing this game of chicken. Over two pieces of steak.
Yeah.
I mean, poetry in motion.
Yeah, exactly. If it was chicken, different story.
Right. It's cannibalism.
Yeah.
Eventually, I did get hungry.
Yeah.
Hungry enough that I actually ended up eating the steak.
Yeah.
But, I mean, not because she wanted me to do it.
Yeah, because you were hungry.
But we sat there for so long. I think we were at the table for hours. Mm-hmm. I get upstairs.
Yeah.
We were, like, at the table under the kitchen light. Mm-hmm. I get upstairs. I look in the mirror. And I am serving full Old Rose.
Yeah.
My eyes had lightened and my hair had turned like white. I was a blonde kid, but like with a little bit of like brown in it. My hair had turned full white. It had been 84 years. I was full Old Rose at the end of Titanic, like looking into the ocean. And I just could not recognize the person staring back at me.
Wow. Now, do you think that the time that passed was the length of Titanic, the movie?
I definitely think we were on the second cassette.
Yes.
And also, by the way, like, she knew I could eat because I really liked her food.
Yeah.
Whenever she cooked.
Yeah.
Like, coincidentally, she made an excellent lasagna. Ooh, I think you'd like it. I really do.
I still to this day, like, I one bite of lasagna, and I don't even, it doesn't taste bad, but it like literally is like a true, like, I have to work through it in therapy, where it's like I am back at, I'm not going to say her name's, like dining room table being like, can I go? And she's like, you have to eat another. And I'm just like, very like chocolate cake and Matilda. Yeah.
Ooh, that just, I literally just burped.
Yeah.
That came up through my esophagus and like.
You're rejecting. Yeah.
Oh, also chocolate cake, another thing high up on my list of things that I don't find that appetizing.
I kind of agree, but you know this about me. I'm not a cake girly.
I like cake, but all chocolate, I think it's just kind of like, okay, what's next?
Yeah, you want something else.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's high time.
You talk about yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
The way I make Kate Winslet all about myself is I'm also going straight down the middle. I mean, it's the best movie of all time.
That movie overtook our lives.
Also, by the way, we're going to do Kate Winslet again.
Yeah, like, we're going to do her pop star era.
Yeah.
Her one song, What If.
Well, just like, she is someone who it's like, there are so many credits. There's so much to talk about. But when I think of Kate, I obviously think of Titanic. I think of, the harrowing journey on that boat, which makes me think of one time I was with an ex and we were going to the Channel Islands.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this ex of mine like had this whole fantasy of like going to the Channel Islands, and we were going to be doing like a kayaking situation around this island. And I was like, okay, yeah, like let's live our best lives. I also assume at this point that this ex is a kayaker.
Right, just the way he was talking about this trip, you would
think,
sense there was confidence in that ability.
And so we get to the island, and there's an option to take like a group class of like intro to kayaking. I have kayaked many times where I'm not an expert kayaker, but I know how to do it.
And if you're with someone else who like kind of knows what they're doing,
you're fine.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of like, we're good. And the Channel Islands are off, like it's near LA. It's like an hour away in the Pacific. It's like beautiful, but it's an island. You have to take a whole ferry boat to get there for like an hour. And so, we were gonna head out, and I see that there's this group class where you can like take an intro. And I even says like, oh, do you want to do this intro class? And he's like, we don't need that. And I was like, okay. So we get into our kayak. We start going, and about like 5 to 10 minutes in, I'm like, this seems harder than normal. Mm-hmm. And I'm in the front, he's in the back.
Right.
And then I'm looking back, and I'm like, if I'm in the front, you're trying to mimic the person in the front.
Yeah.
And then, so everything, I'm like, okay, you need to do this. If I say you need to go left, he goes right. And then he's like, no, it needs to go this way. And then I was like, no, because when we do that, we're just sort of going in circles here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not seeing that. Yeah, but that's so boyfriend coded.
So
like, you got to be so opposite day with your boyfriends when you're giving them instructions.
Well, and so, but I realized too late, because when I realized that he is doing the opposite of what I say, it is we are going directly towards like the rock cliffs at the like towards the edge of this island. The waves are the Pacific Ocean is Pacific Oceaning.
Yeah.
It is huge, colossal waves. And so I was like, okay, we need to, as quickly as possible, move the kayak away. Otherwise, we're going to go like head-on collision into the rocks.
Right. Hard to starboard, as they say in Titanic.
Yes. So we're going, and instead of, you know, putting the oar into the, he just sees how close we are. And instead of like trying to paddle away, just doesn't even put the oar in. So then it's just me.
Yeah, paddling. He's letting fate take the wheel.
And then obviously at the very last second, I'm like screaming, like, you need, like, we're gonna hit. Like, can you put it in? He puts it in. And then at that point, we just fully capsize. It is frigid tundra. So cold. And then I look, he's still frozen. Like, he is in a state of just it's like they say, what, fight, flight, or freeze. He is fully frozen.
Right.
I'm like, hello. And then I'm like, oh no, like I need to save our damn lives.
His soul flew.
I was literally like, Earth, hello.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like turning the kayak over. It's also like everything is going, like the waves. It is like a very scary thing. I could understand what he was doing, but I was like, we have to get back in. Otherwise we're going to like die.
Yeah.
So then I flip it over. And also to paint a picture for the Gennifertias, this ex of mine was 6'4".
Big guy.
So I'm then having to figure out a way to help lift him back into the kayak. Can't speak.
Yeah, this is
I'm having PTSD.
Kayak.
Yeah. And so I literally lift him back into the kayak. He gets in, and as he's doing it, he's like flailing. He knocks off like phones, water bottles. I have to then be swimming to get all this stuff, put it back in. And then the one thing I remembered about the intro class, as we're like very happily like swimming away from the intro class, they're like, if you happen to, under no circumstances, like if you are going to capsize, they're like, this is one of the most dangerous places to do it because the rocks are so sharp. And they said, and it's so hard for the second person to get back into the kayak. Because of like it, I don't remember, but something about the logistics of having to like physically lift yourself up out of the water and into the kayak, and there's no one to help you like lift you up. And so I'm like, oh no, but because I'm famously so strong.
Okay.
I get back.
For the purposes of this story, we'll allow it.
I somehow it's sort of like, you know, the moms who can lift a school bus.
Yeah. You were being so mom.
I was being so mom.
Lifting your 6'4" boyfriend.
Exactly. Really, I like don't know how that happened, but we get in, everything goes back to normal. Then we're going back to I think we like took off from San Diego or something. We like we're going, and the boat is literally the choppiest boat of all time. And so the like captain comes onto the PA system and is just like, so we're experiencing some choppiness. A lot of people might get seasick, so like go look to see if there are like vomit bags. Literally, within 10 minutes, like the entire boat is throwing up. I'm like within minutes of like, I'm gonna vomit. And I remember he just looked at me. He started running. He didn't freeze. And he started, I will never forget this image for as long as I live. He started running to get me a vomit bag, dodging, I'm not kidding you, 3 different people, Matrix style, throwing up.
Yeah.
So
vomit shooting from all directions.
Like scary movie style, like Exorcist, like projectile vomiting.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of like, you know, when in one regard, you know, he doesn't freeze when it matters in some places, and so I did end up throwing up into a bag.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he threw up into the bag on his way back.
No, that actually would have been really funny.
He sounds to me like he was being so Cal.
So yeah. I mean, personally, I'm more of a Molly Brown, unsinkable Molly Brown.
You are such an unsinkable Molly Brown.
Oh my God.
I was being so unsinkable Molly Brown at that table that night.
You really were.
But ultimately, I ended up being so like Mousy Frances Fisher.
Yes. Oh my God. I was wondering what her name is.
And Giving
so
In.
Good. Yeah. Frances Fisher, star of the Strike.
The Strike.
That's such an insider joke. Yeah.
And we wish Frances Fisher well. Future Miss Thing.
Yes.
Obviously, lots to talk about there. But I think it's time for a break.
I think so too.
Welcome back. And it's time for our Diva Down. Mm-hmm. Diva Down, of course, is our final segment where we take a person, place, or thing that really could use our advice right now. Usually unsolicited, but we're going to offer it up.
Yeah.
And our Diva Down this week, it's a big one.
Yeah.
Is
gay marriage. This is our most important one that we've ever done. Yeah,
we don't love to get political on the pod just because we try and keep it like a fun space for the Gennifertias, a safe space given all of the craziness going on right now. But Kim Davis, the 4 times married trash bag from wherever the fuck she's from is asking the Supreme Court to reopen the case and overturn gay marriage. What do you think of this?
It leaves me, it angers me, it saddens me, it enrages me, which is the same as angers me.
Totally.
I just can't believe that we are in this place in our country. But to cut to my advice.
Yeah, please.
My advice is I think that then all the gays should move to California. Really? Because even if they overturn it, California is, I hope that California never overturns it, because then it will revert to the states. And I'm kind of like, California is this sanctuary.
I believe we signed it into law that it's protected here in our state. Yeah, remember we voted on it last election cycle.
Right.
So all the gays should move to California, and then we should secede from the rest of this nation.
I actually agree with that. And I also just think it's like, it's probably hard to be gay in a lot of the other states. So it's like, the water's warm.
Totally, the water is warm.
Come over here
sometimes.
Sometimes, unless you're in the Channel Islands.
Yeah, if you can even go in. I mean, there is a little bit of a toxic waste situation going on in the Pacific, but hey, it's beautiful here.
What is your advice?
Listen, I am famously gay married, so this hits close to home. It's troubling, to say the very least, in so many ways. It makes me so furious, and that we can't all just be respectful of one another in this country. It's so demoralizing to get this onslaught every single day. And I mean, to say "I told you so" is like, at this point, it's cheap words. To anyone who voted for this, I hope you have the ability to start searching your soul, because there's something rotting inside, whether you want to admit it or not. But my advice, I think if we're going to legislate, gay marriage and take that away, I also think we need to legislate something else. And that is that I think every single space should be broken up into adults and 18 and under. Or all ages.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if I have to be in a place that I'm paying to be in, that I'm trying to enjoy, I think if I'm not allowed to be married, that I don't have to listen to your screaming children when I am trying to enjoy a meal. And by the way, I love kids, well-behaved kids, and I have nothing against people who have them.
I don't know if you, did you grow up going to church?
Yeah, on Easter.
On Easter, and I was going to say, because in my church there was a crying room where it was like if you had kids, you like had to go in this like glass room where you could watch the priest through a glass, but it was soundproof, and then everyone else was watching it outside of it. And so we should have more cry rooms established in multiple different places. Like, it is just sad. This is like the understatement of the century, but that we find ourselves here again, where it's still just like all of these things that we thought would never go back, and it's, feeling like you're screaming into an echo chamber where it's like we all were saying this during the election and during other way earlier than that, and and now we're seeing the ramifications, and it sucks. And so let's institute these these cry rooms.
Sure, cry rooms.
Yeah.
All ages. And by the way, like I feel like we all just need to be nicer. Like we all. That's it's like I feel like I'm saying the most like preschool basic things, but like I don't understand. I just feel like we cannot accept this anymore. We cannot accept like what we are paying our taxes into. I think South Park has been doing such a great job of South Park, which by the way is on before Digman, guys.
Yeah, so if you're watching South Park, just like keep watching a little bit after that into Digman.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna see, including my co-host's incredible writing. Can we please like just be nice? Like, can we please just like let people enjoy their lives? Like, everything's so expensive, everything's so crazy. Let's like not make life harder for people.
It's literally just like do the golden rule, which is like treat people how you want to be treated. And it's like, if you believe in marriage, let other people believe in marriage, and it shouldn't affect you whether or not someone else is married in the same way. Like, focus on your own marriage.
Yeah, but we need to look inward, be nice to people. We love you.
Yeah.
Follow us.
Yes.
Follow us on YouTube if you don't already.
Yes, please.
And like comment on stuff, like stuff, tell your friends. The YouTube is really fun. Like, you get to see our faces as we talk about this.
And who doesn't want to see our faces?
See our faces and hear our lovely voices. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Miss Thing the Pod if you don't already. Rate 5 stars and above on Apple, on Spotify, wherever you're listening. And please like leave us a good like review if you can. It takes no time, but just it's very helpful for our like findability on there. I know we ask every week, but if you can really like take just a few seconds to do that, it means a lot to us.
You would be our Miss Thing.
Totally.
Cynthia, we love you. We hope you're recovering from your amazing performance. Okay. Well, with that. Bye.
Miss Thing Podcast is created, executive produced, and hosted by Greg Trimmer and Tim Zintek.
It's produced and edited by Benji Simons, with cover art and additional creative support by Claude Zines.
Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Miss Thing the Pod.
New episodes drop every Tuesday. Watch on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Please subscribe, rate, and review, but only raves. Strictly 5 stars and above.
Follow Greg at Greg Trimmer and Tim at Tim_Zintek on all social media.
BONK.